दया करो किश मेहर उपावो डुबदे पत्थर तारे जंडाओत बंधन अनेक बार सर्व कला समरथ डोलन ते राखो प्रभु नानक दे कर हथ। गुरु प्यारे गुरु सवारी साध संगत जी, आओ गुरु पिता जी की बख्शी हुई फतेह विच सांझ पाइए। प्यारे बच्चों, I request everyone to please fold their hands and let's join each other in greeting with the greeting blessed to us by Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Everyone say in a really nice, clear, loud voice, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki. I think you can do better than that. I want to hear double the volume and double the emphasis and double the energy. Sare haath jodo, take a deep breath in. गज के आखो जी, वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। So, प्यारे बच्चों, today we are honored to have the opportunity to celebrate the Prakash Divas, the first Prakash of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Before we get into learning about Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, let's try to concentrate our focus, because our focus could be on a lot of different things. Your focus could be on threads in your suit. Your focus could be on your Kirtan book. Your focus could be on the tabla in front of you. But let's try to focus on Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Let's all look towards Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji and say Fateh to Guru Sahib Ji. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. And let's all close our eyes and chant Vaheguru Guru Mantra together for a minute, and then we will begin our vichar. Everyone close your eyes and listen to your own voice. Sare ne bolna ji naal. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So our presentation is loading right now. So once we get the presentation open, then we will also share the presentation. But basically I want to talk to you about a very, very important piece of our history. Now, does anyone here know what is the importance of a guru? Raise your hand if you know what is the importance of a guru. Yes.
So he or she can guide us?
They can guide us. First of all, what is a guru? Does anyone know what is the meaning of a guru? What does the word guru even mean? Yes. The lightness? Can you say loudly? The light in the darkness. Exactly. So the guru is the one who shows us the light in the darkness. What does Gurbani say to us about the guru? They say, Sare bolo, Gur bin, Kor andar. Without the guru, there's complete darkness. Now, when you're in the darkness, let's say you're walking in a trail. Anyone here been to Watershed Park? Who's been to Watershed Park? Have you been to Bear Creek Park? Who's been to Bear Creek Park? Let's say you're walking in the darkness in Bear Creek Park, okay? When you're walking in Bear Creek Park and you're in the darkness and you see something like this microphone wire, right? Somebody left their microphone wire on the ground, but in the darkness, what might you think it is? what might you think it is? Yes,
Snake.
a snake. And you will get scared, you will run away, right? Or what if you're walking and you see something and it looks very straight? And you look at it and you think it's a stick and you pick it up, and when you turn your flashlight on, all of a sudden in your hand you have a snake. So you might think of a stick as a snake and a snake as a stick. Without the Guru, you don't have the wisdom to know between right and wrong, right? That's why the next pankti of that Shabad, Guruji says, Sare bolo, Guru bin, samajh na aave. Without the Guru, you don't understand what path we want to go on. So we are so fortunate that we've been blessed with the Guru of the Gurus. We've been blessed with the King of the Kings. All of the teachings of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, all the way to Guru Gobind Singh Ji, all of the teachings of all of the saints are in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. In fact, sometimes we forget this. Sometimes we think of Guru Granth Sahib Ji just as a book. Is Guru Granth Sahib Ji a book? No. Imagine if we all of a sudden turned around and from that door, in their full bana, with their arrows on their shoulder, their bow and arrow, and their badge on their hand, and their kalgi on their dastar, Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji walked in. How excited would you be? So excited, right? Imagine that you see Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji walking into the darbar. Guess what? They already are in the darbar. But we don't recognize that Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji is Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji is Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So, when Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji started this path, they went to meet some of the people who used to do meditation in the caves, in the mountains. You know what are the mountains on the corner of India and China? What are the mountains there? What are they called? Does anyone know? What's the biggest mountain in the world? Yes. Yes. Green suit, green chutney. Mount Everest. There are a lot of different mountains in that range. Just like over here we have a mountain range, those mountains are called the Himalayas or Himalaya, right? Over here, what mountain range do we have when you're going to Calgary? When you go past Kelowna? Yes, the Rocky Mountains, right? We have the Rocky Mountains. So over there used to be people, they used to go into the caves, they used to meditate. Why did they used to go into the caves? They wanted to go away from everything. They wanted to leave everything behind. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, if you guys just sit here in the cave and you leave everything behind, what's going to happen over there in the world? Everyone is suffering and struggling and they don't know the right path. You should get out of the cave and go and learn the right way and then teach them the right way. And they said, you're just a young boy. What do you know? Right? When Guru Nanak Dev Ji was very young at that time and they were very old. You know how old they were? They were able to control their breath so that they could live over hundreds of years. And they could just sit like this and they would be still like the trunk of a tree. But is that a type of life to live as a trunk of a tree? No. We are supposed to actually go out in the world and do something good for everybody. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji said to them that this is the real path. It's time for me to teach you the truth. And they said, well, kid, you seem pretty smart. Who's your guru? Who is your guru? You know what they said to Guru Nanak Dev Ji? They said, Sare bolo, Kavan Guru. Kavan Guru. Jiska tu chela. Who's the guru that you follow? Who's the guru that you follow? They asked him a lot of questions, back and forth, they asked him questions. Eventually, you know what Guru Nanak Dev Ji said? They said to these holy people, they said to him, Sare bolo, Shabad Guru, Surat, Tun, Chilla. He said the Shabad is the Guru. And your surti means your consciousness, it follows that sound. When Vaheguru made the whole universe, they made a sound. And your surti, it has to meet that sound. Right? And that sound, that Shabad, that's where Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji came from. All of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji connects us back to Naam, connects us back to Vaheguru. And so, Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji is our bridge, our boat to meet back with Vaheguru. Now, what does Sri Guru Angad Dev Ji say? Sometimes we think, did Guru Gobind Singh Ji make a mistake? Because now there's no human gurus anymore. But actually, all of the gurus used to teach the same thing. All of the gurus. Remember how I said we would get very excited if Guru Gobind Singh Ji walked in here? But Guru Gobind Singh Ji is here. All of the gurus were the same. They had the same light. And they all taught the same thing. They all taught us that we want to connect to the Guru. What did they say? Guru Angad Dev Ji said the same thing. Guru Amar Das Ji said the same thing. What did they say? They said, Sare bolo, Gurbani is jag mein hai chanan. What does chanan mean? What does chanan mean? Yes? Light. What does is jag mean? Is jag. Yes?
This world.
This world. So what does that mean to you? How does that make sense to you? What does it mean to you? Gurbani is jag mein hai chanan. What does that mean? What do you learn from that? Yes. Hanji, bolo. You were about to raise your hand. Gurbani is jag mein chanan. Gurbani is the light in this world. And how do we access that light? We have to access that light by always thinking of Gurbani as our Guru. What did Guru Ram Das Ji say? We always say it when we're reading a Hukamnama. We say it. I want you to all sing it really loud with me. Bani Guru Guru hai Bani Vich Bani Amrit Sare Gurbani Kahai Sevak Jan Man Hai Pratak Guru Nistare. Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani. First of all, the Gurbani is the Guru, and second of all, the Guru is in the Gurbani. Okay? And then what do they say? They say everything that we could ask for is in the Gurbani. And then what do they say? They say the Sevadars of Gurbani, the six, all of you, what do? They sing Gurbani, they accept Gurbani, and they think of Guruji always with them, and Guruji always helps them. And what does also Guruji do? Guruji helps them to cross over this light to meet Vaheguru. Guru Granth Sahib Ji does that. So, where was the place where the Guru Granth Sahib Ji was actually first compiled? Does anyone know? Yes. Was it compiled at Harmandir Sahib? Harmandir Sahib. Which Guruji made the Harmandir Sahib? Which Guruji made it? Yes. Sri Guru Ram Das Ji made the Amrit Sarovar, but which Guruji constructed Harmandir Sahib? Yes? Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji. And they used to sit there and they used to listen to the Gurbani, but there was a place where they actually checked everything. What was that place called? That place was called, Sare Bolo, Ramsar Sahib. So at this place is where they actually used to compile everything. This is where they used to put everything together. And you know, in those days, there used to be people who used to come and they used to say, Guruji, can you put my words in the Guru Granth Sahib Ji? They wrote some poetry and they used to say, can you put my words in the Guru Granth Sahib Ji? And Guruji actually had to test everything. They had to make sure that it was perfect according to the teachings of Vaheguru. And so, who helped them? Do you know who helped them? Who helped them to write it? Yes. Yes.
Guru Nanak Dev Ji?
Guru Nanak Dev Ji had taught them the Bani. They had been writing the Bani since Guru Nanak Dev Ji's time. But when Guru Arjan Dev Ji sat down to finally check everything, who helped them at that time? Only 2 students know? Everyone else should know. Yes. Bhai Gurdas Ji. Bhai Gurdas Ji, very good. They were Mata Pani Ji's cousin, Guru Ramdas Ji's mother's cousin, Guru Arjan Dev Ji's Mama Ji. And they were also a Gurmukh. And they helped to actually scribe this Gurbani, to scribe it. Thank you. Okay. So one thing that I didn't mention was, like we talked about, Gur bin Kur Andar, Guru bin Samajna Ave. But what is it called when we finally do have light? What is it called when the sun rises in the morning? What is it called when finally there is light everywhere? What is that called? Yes?
Prakash.
Prakash. So this is the Suraj da Prakash, right? This is the shining, the rising of the sun. But it's also possible to have Gyan da Prakash. It's also possible to have Naam da Prakash inside of you. And Guru Granth Sahib Ji is that light. Okay? So as we talked about, Guruji said that this Bani, it's not something that you can just write on a napkin at a restaurant and it's going to go in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. They were very strict. How were they strict? They said the only Bani that's allowed in here is the Bani that came from God. How did they say that test? How did they explain that test? They said this. Sare bolo ji. Turki Bani aayi. Turki Bani aayi. Turki Bani aayi. Turki Bani aayi. Tin sagli chint mitai. Tin sagli chint mitai. Turki Bani aayi. This Bani, it didn't just get made on a piece of paper. Guru Nanak Dev Ji didn't think, oh, I have a school project, a poetry project. I gotta make these rhyming words. Oh, I'm gonna get a test and I'm gonna get good marks on it. Guru Nanak Dev Ji didn't do that. Guru Nanak Dev Ji didn't say, oh, I have to write a book and I'm going to sell it in chapters or indigo. Guru Nanak Dev Ji didn't do that. Guru Nanak Dev Ji didn't say, oh, I got to write this Bani so I can make a vlog, I can make a YouTube video, I can make an Instagram reel. Guru Nanak Dev Ji didn't do that. The Bani came from God. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, Jaisi mein aave khasam ki Bani, taisra kari gyan vila. Just like the Bani comes to me, that's how I teach everyone else. But there's something really special about this Bani. What is special about this Bani? Sare bolo. Tin sagli chint mitai. What is chinta? Has anyone ever said to you, "Tu aime chinta kyun karna? Chinta na karya kar." It's related to fikr karna. Fikr is like temporarily, in immediate, right? Chinta is something deeper. Right? What does it mean when someone says fikr na kar? Fikr na kar. Yes?
Don't be worried.
Don't worry, right? So what do you think chinta means then, when it's even deeper in your... Has anyone have butterflies in their stomach before? When you feel really like nervous in your stomach? What is that feeling called? What is that feeling called when you feel that in your pit of your stomach? It starts with an A. Yes? Anxiety. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, Guru Granth Sahib Ji says that this Gurbani, it gets rid of all anxiety. It gets rid of all anxiety. This is the blessing of Gurbani. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji, they had to check it. They had to approve it. They had to sit there in 1603 and keep on going over it, and they only approved those things that came directly from God. And Bhai Gurdas Ji sat there and they wrote the Gurbani with them. And then they included all of those saints who were also connected to Naam. Only those people who were connected to Vaheguru. Those people who were not connected to Vaheguru and they were just trying to do a business, they were just trying to sell things, or they were just writing poetry for their fun, they did not get approved. Only those saints who were connected to Vaheguru, their Bani is also in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. And guess what? Those people, most of them were not Punjabi. Most of them were from different areas. And they were from different castes, different jobs. And they were from jobs that were considered higher, and they were also from jobs that were considered lower. Because in Guru Granth Sahib Ji, there is no caste. There's no higher or lower. Everyone is equal. And Guruji's own Bani was also included in there. And then what did they do? Ever since that point, they respected the first Sarup of Guru Granth Sahib Ji as the highest. They placed that Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji on a manji sahib. And they had Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji on a takht. There's something that we call Guru Granth Sahib Ji. We say, Chabar Shadar Takht De Malik. What does that mean? It means that Guru Granth Sahib Ji is the one who has the Chaur Sahib. Guru Granth Sahib Ji is the one who has the throne. And Guru Granth Sahib Ji is the one who has the canopy above them. No Sikh can have that. No other person can have that except a king of kings. Okay? And so what did they do? They did a special ceremony where they took the Ad Granth Sahib, the first version of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and they took it to Harmandir Sahib now. And when they took it to Harmandir Sahib, just like we do a Nagar Kirtan, just like we do a Prabhat Feri, those Sikhs of that time, they also used to do that. What do we sing when we do that Nagar Kirtan, when we do the Prabhat Feri? What do we sing when we do the Sukhasan Seva Guru Granth Sahib Ji? We say, Jithe jaye hai mera Sat Guru so than suhava Ram Raje. Wherever my Guru goes, that place is beautiful. And then, what do they say? They say, Guru Sikhi Sothan Palaya Le Tud Mukhlava Tud Mukhlava. The Gursikhs, they go and they find that place wherever the Guru is, and they touch their forehead to the ground of that place, wherever the Guru is. And wherever the Guru goes, that place becomes beautiful. Saat dharti pai hariyavali jithe mera Satgur baitha hai. Wherever my Guru goes, that place becomes so beautiful. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji gave a very special job. Who did he give the job to? He gave this job. The job was the first Granthi. Granthi means the person who's going to stand in the presence of Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and they are going to take the Hukamnama. They're going to sit behind Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Who was the first Granthi? Yes. Baba Buddha Ji. Baba Buddha Ji was the pillar of Sikhi. And ever since then, Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji has been at the Harmandir Sahib. And since that point on, you can imagine, at that time Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji was still the Guru. But Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji did not sit on the throne anymore. What is Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji doing in this picture? What are they doing in this picture? Yes?
Sleeping with the Guru Granth Sahib Ji.
Yes, but what is something unique you can see about them? How they're sleeping? In the back, yes? Yes? Right here, yes? Yeah, they're sleeping on the floor. If you go to the Akal Takht Sahib, there's a room there where they do the Sukhasan called Kotha Sahib. And if you go there, even now, if you go there, Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji's Sukhasan happens on a bed, and under the bed there is a sheet, a chadar. What does that represent? Yes. Hanji. Yes.
It represents that Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji was on the bed and Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji was seated on the ground.
Exactly. It represents that Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji had so much love and respect for the Gurbani that they used to sleep on the floor, and here it is. This is that place. Get darshana. Okay? So one thing that we want to remember throughout the rest of our life, I'm going to complete over here. One thing that we have to remember for the rest of our life is that this Gurbani, it's not a book. It's not just poetry. Guru Granth Sahib Ji says, Log jana yehi geet hai, ye to brahm vichar. This is not just a song. When we sing Kirtan on the stage, we're not just doing music class. It's not just a song. There's something amazing about this Gurbani. This Gurbani is God. This Gurbani is God. Guruji said, Pothi Parmeswar ka Than. Where Guru Granth Sahib Ji is, Waheguru is in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. And so, when we recognize that Guru Granth Sahib Ji is the place where Waheguru resides, and this Gurbani, it is God, then we will feel even closer and closer and closer to read Gurbani, to sing Gurbani, to live Gurbani, and also to become Gurbani. In Guru Granth Sahib Ji, you know what it says? It doesn't just say that you read Gurbani, it says Gurbani Baniya. You fall in love with Gurbani, and you become like Gurbani. So let's all say this Shabad once, and then we will do Samapti. Sare bolo ji. Vaho vaho Bani Nirankar hai, tis jevat avar na koe. Sare bolo. Vaho vaho Bani Nirankar hai, tis jevat avar na koe. Vaho vaho means wow, amazing. And Nirankar means the one who has no materialistic elements. And this Jeevat Avarna Koe means there's no one else like this Gurbani. Let's all sing it again in a loud voice. Take a deep breath. Sing it in a loud, clear voice. Vaho vaho Bani Nirankar hai, this Jeevat Avarna Koe. Sare bolo. Vaho vaho Bani Nirankar hai, this Jeevat avar na koe. This Jeevat avar na koe. This Jeevat avar na koe. Sare bolo. Vaho vaho Bani Nirankar hai, this Jeevat avar na koe. Vaho vaho Bani Nirankar hai, this Jeevat avar na koe. So Guru Pyari Sat Sangat Ji, while I was speaking, I made countless mistakes. I request the Sangat and Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji and Akal Takht Waheguru Ji for forgiveness. And I hope that I have the opportunity to see you more regularly and to connect with you, and we can continue to do these classes. So, Pula Chukani Khima Karni Guru Pyari Sat Sangat Ji, Aao Gaj ke Fateh Bulao Ji, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.